What do you think is the ultimate path to financial freedom? Or do you really think that there is only one ultimate path? Robert Kiyosaki does not think so. In this video, we will talk about Robert's Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant book, where he discussed the different paths to achieving financial freedom. So stay tuned because we will discuss how people belong to different quadrants and why some are more efficient and successful than others. This can help you evaluate your own financial position, so make sure to watch this video to the end. This is Financial Intellect, where we promote the to be finance savvy, we are your buddy. Now let's get right into the video. Point number 1. Understand the Cashflow Quadrant. The Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant is easy to understand. It is a simple model that illustrates the different methods by which income or money is generated from 4 different sources. So whichever quadrant you belong to depends on the source of your income. So here are the 4 quadrants. E stands for employee, S stands for small business owner or self-employed, B refers to the big business owner, and I refers to the investor. The employee depends on his salary for income. In achieving financial success, his only pathway is by climbing the corporate ladder. Those people belonging to this quadrant settle for this because they are more focused on having security with great benefits. On the other hand, the self-employed and the small business owner achieve financial success by being highly specialized in a certain field. These people strive for control and to be in charge. Their mentality is that they should be compensated well for their skills. The big business owner achieves financial success by building a profitable business system. They strive for freedom, and their mentality is more on finding the best people to work for them. Lastly, the investor is the one who allocates money to where it has the highest expected return. They also strive for freedom, and their mentality is that they let their money work for them. Point number 2. Learn the OPT and OPM. OPT and OPM are the number 1 difference between the left side and the right side of the quadrant. OPT means other people's time, and OPM means other people's money. You see, a person from the B quadrant will hire people from the E and the S quadrants for his business while also using the money of people from the I quadrant. Although he will have to invest a lot of time to start the business, in the long run, this will not matter. Eventually, he can become a passive owner of the business once it succeeds. On the other hand, the people from the I quadrant also use OPT to generate more income. He leverages his money to do this, and if he is good, he can even use other people's money to scale up his investment profits more quickly. This is where the big difference lies. People from the E and S quadrants do not utilize OPT and OPM. So to be more successful in their quadrant and to make more money, they will instead increase their workload to receive more salary. Point number 3. The advantages and disadvantages of the quadrants. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of each of the quadrants that you must know. E. The employee. Advantages: security the job provides, less financial uncertainty, health and life insurance, paid vacation and other benefits, colleagues. Disadvantages: if you achieve significant success, it means more work and less free time. Oftentimes, your salary does not compensate well for your performance. Toxic colleagues and boss. S. The small business owner or self-employed. Advantages: you control your own time. Your compensation corresponds to your performance. Disadvantages: just like an employee, your success will also mean more work and less free time. There is also financial uncertainty as you might lose money at any time. B. The big business owner. Advantages: has OPT and OPM. These people also achieve financial freedom very quickly, and they pay less taxes as well, so this means that they receive a bigger portion of their profits. Disadvantages: they also face financial uncertainty. They might lose money at any time. They have to learn different skills that might be contrary to traditional skills taught at school. Plus, they will have to manage people as well. I. The investor. Advantages: like the big business owner, they have OPT and OPM as well, and they can achieve financial freedom very quickly too. They pay less in taxes, so the majority of their profits go to them. They also have passive incomes. Disadvantages? They might lose their money anytime too. So there is financial uncertainty present. Before we move on to the next point, if you are new to the channel, kindly give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you will know when we've posted new videos. We'd love to give you more content such as this. Now moving on to the next point. Point number 4. Aim to move to the right side of the quadrant. Now that you know about the quadrant and its advantages and disadvantages, you will probably notice that the right side of the quadrant is where financial freedom can be achieved quickly. So the next thought that might come to your mind is how you can get there. We all know that money is addictive. Just like sex and drugs, it has an addictive power over people. You will have to overcome this addiction if you want to move from one quadrant to the next. For instance, if you are an employee of a big business, your brain might associate working for a business with cash rewards. Because of this mindset, you might find it difficult to switch from one quadrant to the next. If you are raised in a family that values a degree, for example, who aims for job security and benefits, you might also have difficulties in transitioning from one quadrant to the next. You might be hindered by the thought that money can't buy happiness, that you might fail, or that it might involve too many risks. You see, it is all about the addiction and the mindset. Worse, our educational system is also built around this idea. It rewards those who take fewer risks and make the least number of mistakes. Those people in the B and I quadrants act differently. They take action and make the most mistakes. And this is precisely why, in the long run, they will learn and earn more. They will also achieve more. Remember Thomas Edison? He was criticized for making 1,014 mistakes before successfully inventing the electric light bulb, but instead responded that those are not mistakes. He did not fail 1,014 times. Instead, he only succeeded in finding out what did not work 1,014 times. Again, it is all about the mindset and how you see things from your perspective. Transitioning from one quadrant to the next might not be easy, but to help you get started, consider surrounding yourself with people who have successfully done it before. Learn from those people who successfully moved to the B and I quadrants. Point number 5. Learn the 5 levels of investors. Robert also believes that there are 5 different levels of investors. We have 1. The zero financial intelligence level. This is the level where people have nothing to invest at all. So each time, their expenses exceed their income. They do not pay themselves first, which is actually a very important strategy in wealth building, as discussed in the book The Richest Man in Babylon. 2. The savers are losers level. Here, people place their money in low-interest bank accounts. This is where 50% of the people are financially. They are more comfortable knowing that their money is just there, safely saved. However, this strategy is not highly recommended, as inflation will eventually reduce the value of that money saved. 3. The I'm too busy level. At this level, people hand over their money to someone else to do all the investing. This is because they are too busy with their life that they simply do not have enough time to do it themselves. While this approach is good and may work for some, the downside is that these people will never learn how to invest on their own. 4. The I'm a professional level. These are the type of people who do the investing themselves. They use their own money and make their own decisions, and they continually educate themselves about investing and the likes. 5. The capitalist level. People at this level are the highest level of investors. They have learned how to use OPT and OPM. He also learned how to use corporations and businesses to reduce his taxes and increase his capital gains. So there you go. Those are the 5 points explained by Robert Kiyosaki in his book, Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant. What are your thoughts on this? Which quadrant do you belong to, and what level of investor are you? Let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And with that, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've watched, stay tuned for more videos. Bye, financial buddies!